Never gonna let the elevator break us down. Oh no, let's go. Hey, what's going on, trucking junkies? We're back on the road and we're headed to Columbus, Ohio. We're gonna be there today in about, 3 hours. I actually wanted to get further last night than what I did, but we had an issue. There was a wreck about 30 miles back or so, 40 miles maybe, and it was some little black car going through the tunnel back there and messed themselves up because it was raining and then snowing and then raining. And everything was slick, and apparently they didn't realize that everything was slick because, they can't see out their windows. Man, when stuff gets like that, man, you just gotta slow down and take your time. There is nothing in the world that is that important to get somewhere that fast when it's doing that kind of stuff. I guess unless you're dying, but you may die on the way to getting to a hospital or something. There's no hospital down here. So he wasn't dying, or she wasn't dying, whoever it was. And I hope they're okay. I really do. Because it looked bad. And they had 3 lanes of traffic on my side blocked for miles. Miles and miles and miles. But I'll tell you, I spoke to a gentleman on the CB, and he checked out my videos. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. But we're headed to Columbus, and get this. So, the other day I was talking about gambling, right? But guess where I'm going to stay tonight? In a Hollywood casino parking lot. You know why? Because they got a lot of stuff around them. And they got a steakhouse in the casino, so I'm gonna go get a steak. Dang Skippy. Oh man, so I had a message yesterday wanting to know about the agility test when you go and do your orientation and stuff at Maverick. I'll talk about that here in just a little bit. I gotta stop up here at there's a pilot up here somewhere right before Pittsburgh. I'm gonna stop at the pilot and get some DEF, because when I stopped yesterday, inevitably I always pick the lane where the DEF isn't working. And they never put signage up telling you that it's not working on the outside of the pump, so you know not to go into that lane. It's always on the DEF, which is covered up because it likes to freeze. Just my luck. And we may find a blue beacon, because it's time to get Pocahontas washed. And she needs it after last night, man. I got white stuff all over my windshield. It's just that whatever they put on the roads up here to keep them from freezing. I don't know. Something. It's nasty though. But whatever, let's go. think it's snowing. Just a little bit. Jesus. Just slow down, take your time. Everything will be all right. You know what I mean? So, the agility test is what one gentleman was asking about. He sent me a Facebook message. And it seems like everybody gets worried about this agility test that they have to go through to come to Maverick. And I'm sure other trucking companies do the same kind of test and all this stuff. But honestly, if you're going to come to Maverick and you're worried about it, don't be. Okay? I am between 5'7" and 5'8". All right? And at that point, I weighed about 230, 235. You know, I got a little bit of a belly. Yeah. But I didn't have a problem with it at all. And I've got a messed up knee on my left-hand side. Gives me problems most of the time. You know, it's not really bad, but you know, it does hurt and ache, and sometimes I wear a knee brace, sometimes I don't, just depends. It's, you know, it's not debilitating, but it does hurt. You know, my joints creak because I'm 48. You know, it's just years of use. So here's what you can expect when you're doing this agility test, and I don't think it's changed since the last time, or since the time I took it. All right. So you're going to, at one point, you're going to go visit the doctor, and he's going to have you squat, bend over and touch your toes, turn from side to side, and then they're going to check to see if you got any hernias, right? Okay. Man, it's really coming down now. And that's usually about at the end of the whole process. Okay. When they start the agility test and strength test, you're going to go up to an office, and there are going to be a bunch of tables up there, and y'all are going to sit at these tables, and you're going to fill out some paperwork. And then they're going to test your hand strength with a meter. Okay, it's just a grippy thing. You're going to grip it, and they're going to have you grip it as hard as you can in both hands a couple of times. And it's got a gauge on it, and it measures how much you can grip. They're going to make sure that you can grip, you know, the chains, the binders, and all that stuff. We're going to make sure that's working. All right. Then they're going to test your spine. They're going to measure it, and they're going to have you bend over and test the flexibility in your spine. They're going to have you bend your neck back and forth and side to side and test your movement and how much flexibility you have in your neck. They're going to have you sit in a chair. They're going to have you lift your knees. They're going to listen to them. And they're going to creak like mine. You know? If you're a little bit older, if you're not, you probably got good joints. We're going to have to move over. Concentrate while I'm doing that since it's snowing. There we go. And then they're going to test your elbows and your shoulders and all that stuff. You're going to flex those. You're going to move your arms around. They're going to see if you can flex and touch your, you know, behind you and touch your hands behind you. Most people can't, but, you know, they want to make sure that you've got some good range of movement. They're gonna test your shoulder strength by having, you know, bend your arm, and then they're going to put a little pressure on your elbow, and you're going to have to lift your shoulder, make sure that you got enough strength in there. No big deal, right? Once that's over, and they'll pass you up to another room where you're going to have like a 12-inch box, maybe a 6-inch box. I don't know. It's anywhere from 6 inches to 12 inches. And they're going to have like a 3-minute timer, and you're going to have to step from the floor to the 1 foot at a time, step from the floor to the box and up on the box, and then step back down. And they've got a timer up there that you can watch. And what I did, that's one of the things that people dread, is that stepping stamina. process. But dude, what I did is I found the beat that I wanted to do on that step, and I just sung a song while I was doing that. Okay, and it helped a lot because it made the time go by real quick. You're gonna pass like 5 pounds of bean bags from one box to another. You're gonna have to show them that you can lift like 25 pounds or 50 pounds up onto a table that's in a box. You're gonna lay on a table. They're gonna have you lay on your stomach and do like a Superman pose and flex your back and see if you can lift your feet and your arms off the table. Then you're gonna flip around and see if you can do a sit up with your hands above your head, stretched out. And if you can't, then they'll have you put your hands behind your head like a normal sit up and have you sit up. It's only one. You pass all that, and then they're going to send you down to a bay. And down in the bay, they've got like a 12-foot beam that you're going to walk across and check your balance. You're going to have a 20-pound sandbag, a 40-pound sandbag, something like that you're going to pull a distance backwards to make sure that you can pull. You're going to demonstrate that you know how to get up and down off of a trailer from the back end, and it's real easy. Then they're going to have you get up on a trailer and get up on a box. That's the other thing that people dread. They hear about this 6-foot box and they're like, well, I can't pull myself up there, okay? Well, what they do is you get up there and there's 2 straps on that box. If you can reach that strap, you can pull yourself up on your belly and then stand up, and then you lower yourself back down. If you can't reach that strap, they have a tarp, a 4-foot tarp sitting there, and you're allowed to use that tarp to stand on so you can grab that strap. You can either put it on its side or you can stand it up on its end and lift and stand up there and lift yourself up. It's no big deal. Okay? You can do it. Alright? And then you're going to demonstrate that you can get in and out of a truck. They've got a truck sitting there, and you'll demonstrate that you can get up in the cab, sit in the seat, and then crawl back down the cab backwards. 3 points of contact. And you have to have 3 points of contact and back out of that thing like you're supposed to. They will demonstrate it, and you need to pay attention. Because if you cannot back out of that cab like they demonstrate, then you will fail. That is a failing point. And it's real easy to fail. There are people that have done it because they don't pay attention. Alright? And then they're going to ask you to demonstrate that you can pull the hood open on this truck. Once all that's done, you're done. You pass. It's easy. Don't fret it. Okay? Don't do it. Well, that's not a way station anymore. That's a rest area. So we're not going into there. Yeah. But yeah, don't fret it. It's easy. So I pulled into this pilot, and I passed the first pilot because it was snowing down through there like really bad. And I pull into this pilot, and it is jam-packed in here with Army. They got a convoy going on. Man, they got us backed up all the way back, man. Look at that. It was even hard to get in here. I ain't just packed in here, man. It's going to take a minute. We could barely get off the road. It was so packed over there. Man. That's all right. I am not in a hurry to get anywhere. And that's okay. Do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button if you've not subscribed yet. I have daily content when I'm driving. Like 5-6 days a week. You'll have like 10-15 minutes of something to watch. No drama, no stress, family friendly. Watch it with your kids. Hit that like button also. Thank you. Well, as you can see, I am walking away from the casino. Oh man, I was in there, I don't know, I walked around in there for, I don't know, probably a good hour or so. I finally found like 2 machines that I played on. I think I lost 40 bucks. No big deal. I'm done with that. Like I said, I don't gamble a whole lot. I guess that was worth the entertainment price. Now I'm gonna go back to my truck and I'm gonna clean it, sit around, watch some TV. Then I'm gonna go back in there at about 5 or 6 o'clock and get me a steak. That's gonna be it for today. I'll see y'all tomorrow.